Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of King Kruk Gaming. Today we're going to be highlighting the best attacks for Day 2 in CWL. Inkpen's going to be starting us off with his Lalo attack. He's dropped his Hound and his Battle Blimp. The invisibility spell is down, protecting his Super Wizards. They're in a good position. They're in the middle of the Queen, a Scatter Shot, the Eagle Artillery, an X-Bow. This is going to get a lot of value. If you rewind the video, you'll notice that Inkpen landed his Super Wizards on top of an X-Bow. The reason this is important is because if you land your Super Wizards on a seemingly empty space, the chances that you'll find super bombs is very likely. And if that happens, you can say goodbye to your Super Wizards, which in turn you can say goodbye to a 3-star. And next thing you know, you become the clan's pariah and nobody wants to talk to you. By contrast, that's not what Inkpen did. He made sure to do the right thing and everybody wants to talk to him. In all seriousness, these are the type of mistakes you want to avoid, especially during CWL. Continuing with this attack, his Barbarian King and his Archer Queen are still doing cleanup work. The King has popped his ability and he will get a lot of value cleaning up that compartment. So what we see so far, Inkpen has managed to clean up half of the base using only his clan castle troops and his heroes. And what do you know, Inkpen has managed to skillfully place the invisibility spell. Somebody's been watching the Kruk Crush. We still have the Queen's ability and the Royal Champion. At this point, we're just swagging the troops. There isn't much for his troops to do. Nevertheless, the Queen's about to take out the Town Hall. The Yak and the Ice Golem are tanking for the Queen. She's gonna get the Grand Warden, the Air Defense, and that single Inferno. Here come the Swag Lalo. They have very good pathing. Well, because there's hardly any base left. Royal Champion uses her ability. Here comes the second Hound and the Loons behind it, ensuring that Inkpen drives the dagger deep into this base's heart. Guys, what we see here is effective planning. Inkpen was able to break down the base and figure out where he would get the most value from his heroes and his clan castle troops. And it worked out very well for this attack. As I mentioned in the last video, Laloon attacks are very strong and dare I say, can take down any base. Up next, we have Star of Death using the Mass Inferno Dragon attack. He drops his Coco Hound followed by the Blimp. He's gonna get a little pushback from the Sweeper, but that's okay. He's gonna transport his Super Wizards just short of the Town Hall and drops the invisibility spell. He's gonna try and get as much value from his Super Wizards, but his main objective was to take down the Town Hall. He'll use his remaining invisibility spells to get more value from his Super Wizards. Unfortunately, his Super Wizards walked into the Town Hall's poison, and they managed to pull the clan castle. He dropped his Barbarian King at 9 o'clock, and a Skelly spell near the single Inferno. Queen is coming in behind the King, and they'll clear out the buildings on the side to create the pathing for the Infernal Dragons, so they fly over the various compartments in the base. Notice I call this the Mass Inferno Dragon attack, as this is not a spam attack. You don't simply drop a bunch of Infernal Dragons and hope that they 3-star the base. Infernal Dragons are stop-and-go troops, meaning they have to focus on a single building before moving on, and consequently they're very slow moving, which means a defense can target onto an Infernal Dragon and it will take damage before the Infernal Dragon can reach that defense. That's where the Skelly spell come in handy. They serve as a distraction for the defenses to target onto them, which is especially useful on marquee defenses such as the Eagle Artillery, Scatter Shots, Inferno Towers, and X-Bows. We see here the Skelly spell distracting the defenses. Meanwhile, the Infernal Dragon inconspicuously come behind and take out those defenses. The heroes are moving at the same speed as the Infernal Dragons, which keeps the Infernal Dragons focused on taking out the defenses. This symbiotic relationship between the heroes and the dragons will ensure that Star of Death does not run into a time fail. He uses his last invisibility spell and protects a few of those Infernal Dragons from the Infernal Tower and the air defense. We have a good amount of Infernal Dragons. The Queen still has her ability and so does the Royal Champion. And there aren't many defenses left. It's at this point we know it's gonna be a 3-star. All that's left is a few trash buildings. Solid attack by Star of Death. Moving on to a ground attack, it's Merciful Warrior using the P.E.K.K.A. Smash. I admire people that use this strategy on bases with large open compartments. I fear that my troops will split or get stuck in a compartment and just die off. Merciful with the perfect landing on the Town Hall, using Super Goblins to take it down. He's gonna do a small Queen charge to get rid of the clan castle troops, and then he'll join with the rest of the troops into the base to create mayhem. The Queen just has to take down the Lava Hound. She also has the help of the baby dragon, which seems to be grooming the Lava Hound. At least from this angle. Let's zoom in a little bit and see if we can... Oh, they popped it. We dropped the poison to help clear out these lava pups, and these ungrateful pups take out our baby dragon, but they also help pull the queen left, where she'll soon be joined by the warden for a nice queen warden walk. If you look at 9 o'clock, you'll notice that Merciful has cleared out some of the trash buildings for a nice funnel into that compartment with the single Inferno tower. The queen and the warden are moving along. There goes the king, followed by an ice golem and 2 witches. They're going into that compartment to take out the Inferno and the royal champion. Merciful timed the ice golem correctly. The single Inferno has locked on and soon will be frozen. The king will pop his ability and the spawn barbarians will help clear out that corner compartment. And this is where the fun begins. The P.E.K.K.A.s are down, the super wizards are down, and we have an army of super combative troops ready to enter into the core of the base and wreak havoc on the defenses. We have a good placement of the jump spell. The king will go for the Eagle artillery, while the troops, the warden, the queen will go into the core of the base and take out that scatter and Tesla farm. The warden has popped his ability to protect all of the troops. The royal champion makes an appearance and starts taking names and clearing defenses on the right hand side of the base, which is super helpful because she'll have access to the scatter shot that's lethal if left uncontested. The barbarian king finally goes down. Looks like we have a single P.E.K.K.A. and a single super wizard left in the core of the base. The invisibility spell is placed over the royal champion to protect her from the scatter shot. Both the queen and the royal champion still have their ability, and with only a few defenses left, Merciful should start deploying his remaining troops to help with cleanup. Guys, the P.E.K.K.A. Smash seems to be another viable ground attack. It's a turbocharged version of the Go Wipe from Town Hall 8, and I've seen it be effective in war. As Merciful has shown us with his attack, the P.E.K.K.A. Smash, when skillfully and patiently deployed, can secure the 3-star for your clan. Awesome attack by Merciful Warrior. Brigate Rose è arrivato qui con un intelligente attacco aereo. He dropped 8 lightning spells and was able to get rid of an Expo, a scatter shot, a wizard tower, and a royal champion for a nice little zap Lalo action. He's now working on a sick funnel to lead his heroes into the compartment where the Eagle artillery is in. There goes the super wall breaker, followed by a golem. King's beating on the storage. He drops his queen for assistance, and look at that, he drops a log launcher. He gets 10 brownie points for creativity. I wonder what kind of troops he has in there. The king is stepping up to the Eagle artillery. Here comes the royal champion at 3 o'clock. The queen is busy shooting at the hound, as the log launcher is breaking through the walls and giving access to other compartments. The enemy king is challenging the royal champion, but that's okay. He has 2 headhunters checking the king. Unfortunately, the lava pups are targeting the king and the unicorn. Nevertheless, the king has access to an Inferno tower, and so does the royal champion. At this point, we notice that Red Brigade has created a nice path for his Lalo. The royals still have their ability. Both the king and the yak are taking a lot of damage, but that's okay. They're shielding the queen. Both air sweepers have been taken out. There goes the king ability. With the help of the yak, he makes it through the wall and takes down the Expo. He gets stuck in the tornado trap and is fighting off skeletons, and the king will go no further. The archer queens are having a standoff. The enemy queen goes down, but unfortunately our queen goes down right before she pops her ability. Red Brigade is starting his Lalo at 12 o'clock, and while there's a small amount of the base left, he needs to be very careful with the town hall. He's starting cleanup early with the minions. As the Lalo is approaching the town hall, which just activated, he'll have to drop a free spell soon. There it goes. The hound is collecting seeking air mines like it's nobody's business. The free spell has worn out, and the loons are approaching the town hall. He pops his warden ability to protect the loons from the town hall's blast. He still has 2 free spells to use on the scatter shot. There goes the first one. Some of the loons are splitting off to get that mortar on the outside. Second freeze goes down on the scatter shot, and he has a ton of loons left for the rest of the base. Red Brigade started his minions early for the cleanup to avoid a time fail. Guys, right before the video ends, I would like to announce that Blue Valks is looking for Town Hall 14 players. We play in several competitive leagues. We have 3 clans and champions 1 for CWL. We are looking for talented players. I will leave the Discord link in the description below, and I will see you freeze in the next one.